Behind the Cape. Travis Scott has apparently been writing screenplays and struck a deal with Paramount to make movies, despite not really having any Hollywood credits, despite the Odyssey.
He has the Hollywood credit.
Right.
He has the
movie that everybody was already
tip
in.
of the cap from Christopher Nolan.
So is Christopher Nolan going to help him with this dog shit screenplay?
Hey, we don't know if it's going to be dog shit. We don't know if it's going to be dog shit.
We don't.
But the hater that's growing inside of me says this is coming from whatever type of relationship he built with Christopher Nolan. Because, like, what are we even talking about? You're going to let Travis Scott reboot The Warriors? That treatment it must be amazing. It must be amazing. Or Christopher Nolan gave him the most stellar fucking reference letter he could write.
Can I be honest with you?
Go ahead.
A Travis Scott Warriors screenplay sounds like the Superfly remake they made.
Warriors. Oh yeah, with Jackson, Trevor Jackson.
Trevor Jackson.
Yes.
It sounds like that.
To go see that. Of all the movies that Josh could have gone to go see with me, we went to go see fucking Superfly.
I didn't want to see that.
Right, but I'm saying, of all the shit that you could have gone to go see with us at the movies,
that's a fact.
you went to go see Superfly with us.
I seen Godzilla with y'all, but that was
our engagement party.
Everybody
that doesn't count.
That counts.
It does not count.
That counts.
No, it doesn't.
That definitely counts.
It does not.
But then that and then Superfly. Oh, yeah. And I went with you to see Lord of the Rings, and one time I fell asleep.
Me and my dad, fell asleep.
Yeah.
It was Return of the King. He fell asleep on Return of the King.
I have not seen any of the other Lord of the Rings movies, so like I was lost.
My God.
Sorry.
It's like the most battle heavy movie
I didn't say
of the trilogy.
I didn't say it was bad, but at that point, I was out here working and grinding in the streets, so like I was like tired
13.
by the time we got to
like 13.
That's the joke. But yeah, no, Superfly being one of those movies is crazy. But that movie sucked. So that's what it's giving. That's a long movie. One does not simply sleep in Mordor. That's funny. Travis Scott was the first person we see and hear in the Odyssey. I was going to see a bootleg version of the Odyssey last night and didn't get around to it, unfortunately. But
you gonna pop in like num
him being the first person you see and hear is insane. That's Kid Cudi.
That is Cudi.
That's Cudi.
That's Travis's song, but the hums were Kid Cudi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Robin Givens, Cross season 3.
Hey, okay. So the synopsis is she's going to be playing a conservative senator, right? A witty conservative senator. But at the same time, her son has some sort of deep, dark secret that's going to play into the season as well.
He's a serial killer.
Do you think? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. He's probably going to play a role as the main villain, maybe.
He's the person Cross is coming after.
Potentially. But I like the whole aspect of her being a conservative senator.
I do too.
Because it'll force certain conversations to be had within the season. The social aspect of it'll be interesting.
She's a black woman, but she's a conservative.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Robin Givens?
And her funky little son is the villain.
Where's she even been?
Who knows?
Pull this name out of nowhere. Insane.
I like Robin Givens. Movies. I think she can still act. I'm excited to see her in Cross.
Jacarius Johnson's Marriage Material. She been in Tubi movies, yo. Yikes.
I'm excited to see her in Cross.
Sure. No, I'm sure she'll do a great job. Talk to me about Sony. God of War game.
Yeah, so they didn't got... First of all, every post that they've had on Twitter since announcing that they were doing away with physical games has gotten a community note.
That's what.
Because, essentially, you're not selling nothing. Right. You taking people's money and you're not giving them nothing.
Yeah.
Not just in a physical sense. You're giving them a fully revocable license. So it's not a purchase. You're telling people you're. Anyways, outside of the community notes, they also caught a lot of, I think, unwarranted flack behind the God of War Laufey announcement. Mm-hmm. And they're gonna be going with the Faye character all throughout that game as the playable character. Mm-hmm. So much so that they fucked around and told people the obvious. They had to announce the obvious that, oh, no, there's going to be another Kratos game after that one, after Laufey. So this game is still in development. Like, it's not even out yet. It hasn't released. And you are announcing another God of War game, which I guess if you're not an asshole, you knew that there was going to be another game with Kratos eventually. But, like, y'all so worried about that opinion that you gonna hey, don't worry, guys. After that the little girl do her game, we gonna have Kratos come back. Okay, don't worry about it.
That's insane.
I wish y'all would do like that for the physical games.
Facts.
Hey, we were just playing, yo. We still gonna sell stuff.
Yeah, and they still have the trilogy remake that they're working on, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So, sheesh. Gamers are never going to beat the allegations of hating women. They hated the new God of War before the no disc drive talk.
They sure did. That's a fact. That's exactly how it happened.
Yeah.
God of War Laufey came out. They where's Kratos? I'm like, God damn, nigga, you played the last game we played. Half of it was played with Atreus.
Yeah. I watched He-Man yesterday, and it would have been a good movie if they would have made it serious. It's so corny. I believe that. WWE, increasing usage of AI-generated content.
Who was that? Oh, WWE, yeah. So apparently, WWE has heard some of your complaints about them using AI for their stories and, some of the out-of-the-ring content, some of the, the media stuff and advertisements. And what they plan to do to address some of your concerns is to use it even more. Yeah. Not just for advertisements and features, out of the ring content, but also for storylines. They doubling down. They said, "Oh, you don't like AI storytelling? Okay, take more of this AI storytelling."
Yikes!
I mean, okay. Everybody seems to be in this mode where it's like, fuck the consumer.
WWE, $1 billion company. You do what they say. Yeah, you take what they slop.
It's like we've hit this point in capitalism where like they feel as though they can force us to just take whatever. Hey fam, I wasn't even watching WWE like a little over a year ago. I could go back to not watching it.
My problem is
not a big deal for me.
They are corporations, and I got another thing that's coming up in W's and L's. Corporations are basically saying fuck the consumers.
Everywhere though, like who is actually trying to serve the customer where they're at? What company do you know is going out of their way to make their money by serving you?
But here's the real problem with that is that me and you can see that and be like, nah, fuck them. I'm not giving them my dollar. Mm-hmm. But then they got so many sycophants that are like, what are you even talking about? They make $1 billion. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, shut up, bro. You're broke like me. You don't get to talk. I can't talk. You don't talk.
Like, golly, stand for something.
Talking is for people with wealth. Opinions are for people with money.
Jesus Christ.
Perspective? Preposterous. You're poor.
Meanwhile, you're in the Twitter thread with me. You're in the comments with me.
How dare you? How dare you question money? Who are you? Who gave you the right?
Yikes.
You think you were born to have an opinion?